We're here with Hrithik, the head of Asia listings of La Token. How are you today?
Doing splendid, better than ever.
You're splendid, I love it. So tell me how it's going at the World Blockchain Summit.
Oh, it's going very well. Not as much as I would have thought it would be, but it's still good. Found a lot of interesting projects that can be having a lot of potential that we can onboard onto our exchange and make them a success. So far, so good, yeah.
Are you comparing it to other events that you've been to recently?
Yes, the same event. There was a blockchain live event right at the same location. If you compare the amount of people came over there and the projects over there, I would say at least 50% is the difference that you can see. But then still, it's a great networking event. You're meeting a lot of new people. I still met a lot of new people from, even though I came to the other event. I think partially it's good that there's less people. You can talk to more of them.
True. I guess when there's so many events back to back, not everyone can go to everything. So
exactly,
you gotta pick and choose.
Right, yeah.
All right, so tell me about La Token and how it differentiates itself from other exchanges.
Absolutely. So La Token is an exchange. We're a top 5 altcoin exchange. The differentiation that we have in this market is that since we have this altcoin advantage, the user base that are on our exchange, they're really engaging with new and risky projects. As opposed to exchanges like Binance and KuCoin, these exchanges, they're good. Half of them use it as a bank, and only mature projects are the ones that are looked after by their community. But people on our exchange, they're really engaged with new projects. They care about a $2-3 reward on an airdrop campaign to be a part of a new project's community. These bigger exchanges, they don't give a damn about a new project that's early stage. They only care about those mature projects. But if you look at our exchange, we have that huge growth factor for those new projects, and that's where we differ. We want to be the supermarket of assets in the space. And
supermarket of assets. Okay. And so where are most of your users located? What regions?
Primarily Europe, Asia, as well as Africa. And that's where we see our user base from. High growth markets, that's where we see our user base come from.
And how did you get into blockchain and decide to get into the...
So I was originally planning to get into the capital markets.
Okay.
Right, I was in the middle of my college and I wanted to enter the capital markets. Most of them, when I give them a cold call and like, hey man, I'm looking to get into your company, I can sell a lot of your stocks. They're like, no man, finish your graduation, come back.
You wanted to work right away?
Yes. Then I saw, hey, what's the next best thing? And I found a crypto news agency, a company called AMB Crypto. Yeah. This company is huge in India, and they're like, doesn't matter what you do, man, if you got the skills. And I think that's the best thing about this space, that if you have the skills and the drive, they'll take you in. And I got into there. I saw a lot of analysts talking about crypto, what the space can be. That's where I really learned that this is huge compared to what's there in the capital markets, and the growth opportunity is more as compared to that. And I understood that space for a year, and then I looked into La Token, jumped in, been part of La Token for almost 1.5 years.
Okay, and so what's particular about the Asia region and Asia market, would you say, compared to other markets like Europe or the US when it comes to exchanges?
Absolutely. So the Asian market, as like any product range, is a bit more savvy projects, I would say, that are very conscious in terms of their budget, in terms of how they spend. I think partially it's because the investments aren't much represented in this region. When it comes to VC investments in crypto projects, a lot of times you see projects that are from Europe, that are from the US market, but the investments in the Asian market isn't as huge as we would love it to be, which is why these projects are a bit more price conscious, very, very careful on what they get on.
Yeah.
So it's a tough market to crack, and which is why I'm trying to crack the space and get more projects.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And so before you mentioned that you've identified a lot of areas of growth, is there any sector maybe or any project that you've heard of, any trends at this conference or other conferences that you've gone to recently that maybe you're looking into more or that piques your interest?
So one trend that we're definitely seeing in this market, I've seen in this conference, in this summit as well, is that we're seeing it's no longer a marketplace wherein you're seeing every shitcoin with memes and some basic level projects get onto exchanges. Now we're seeing, I think now is the age of medium to small range businesses.
Okay.
First is the business and then comes the project. I think that's a clear indicator that the market is moving towards a trend wherein businesses are launching their tokens and getting into this market. If you look at the trend, major capital markets, whether it be US, any country, it's very difficult to, as a small business, to get into this traditional finance space. You launch your stocks and then ensure them. It gets into the hand of investors. But this space is revolutionizing that. If we're seeing a trend, I see that over here. There are companies that are helping small and medium enterprises launch their token and become a public company. And it's much cheaper, much easier, much quicker. And that's a trend that we see going on, happening much, much farther. And we're happy to be at the right spot to capture this trend.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Hrithik.